Chandrayaan-2 fifth orbit raising of spacecraft completed successfully, ISRO confirms. The fifth Earth-bound orbit raising maneuvers of the Chandrayaan-2 spacecraft has been successfully completed Tuesday afternoon, as planned. The Indian Space Research Organisation confirmed in a tweet. The maneuver was carried out at 3:04 p.m. EST using the onboard propulsion system for a firing duration of 1041 seconds, 17 minutes, 4 days after the fourth orbit raising was completed, placing the spacecraft in a 276 by 142,975 kilometers orbit, nearest X's furthest earthbound altitude, according to ISRO. The final orbit achieved by the Chandrayaan-2 spacecraft after the fourth orbit raising is 277 by 89,472 kilometers. ISRO also reported that all the spacecraft parameters were normal. The next step will be the translunar insertion, TLI, that is scheduled for the afternoon of the 14th of August at 3:0 p.m. 4:0 p.m. EST. The TLI is a maneuver of thrusts used to set the spacecraft on the moon-bound path. After this, the Chandrayaan-2 composite will take less than a week to arrive in the proximity of the moon. This maneuver will place the spacecraft on a 266 by 13,623 orbit that will end in the next stage of the mission, lunar transfer. On the 22nd of July, India launched the country's second moon mission, Chandrayaan-2, aboard the most powerful rocket in ISRO's arsenal, the GSLV-M1. From the spaceport of Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. The mission was primarily aimed at landing a rover in the unexplored lunar South Pole. The 3,850 kg Rs-978 crore spacecraft is a 3-module composite made up of an orbiter, lander, and rover. On its planned 48-day journey between liftoff and landing on the moon's South Pole, the composite will be subjected to a series of orbital maneuvers to bring it to the moon's vicinity. Further major activities include Earth-bound maneuvers, translunar insertion, lunar-bound maneuvers, Vikram separation and Vikram touchdown, the space agency said. As per ISRO's schedule, the Vikram lander will attempt a soft landing on the moon on the 7th of September. And open its hatch for the Pragyan rover to take its first few rolls onto lunar soil 4 hours later. The landing site of the mission is closer to the South Pole than any mission before it. ISRO said that the Earth-bound maneuvers are planned from the 24th of July onwards, culminating in the fifth and final orbit raising on the 14th of August 2019, setting Chandrayaan-2 on its way to the moon. ISRO has called the mission its most complex and prestigious mission ever. If successful, Chandrayaan-2 will propel India to an elite list of 4 nations, including Russia, the US, and China, that have pulled off a soft landing on the moon. More update coming soon.